Greetings, fellow inhabitants of Internet land, and welcome to the second episode of the Bill and Mike Show. We are your hosts, Bill.
Hey, this is Mike.
And Mike. All right, well, we have a ton of articles that we need to discuss. Go ahead and stop the music.
You guys missed us?
I'm sure they do. They've been aching all week.
No, we've been aching. We've been aching to give them what they want.
That's right. Well, I guess we should discuss the beer here, firstly.
Yeah, go for it.
It's called Beer Hive Triple. It's from New Holland Brewing. It's supposed to taste like honey, all brewed with honey and ginger. So you got a honey taste with a little ginger aftertaste. Little John's local bees create a wildflower honey which lends a sweet, earthly complexity to this traditional style beer. Snap of ginger provides a refreshing finish.
Yeah, it's a pretty looking bottle.
Yeah, it sure is. Makes it look tasty. It's got foil on top.
Yep, yeah, that's a hallmark of a good beer.
Right.
I don't know, looks even prettier inside this frosted mug.
It does have a weird taste to it. You can taste the honey and the ginger.
Yeah.
And it's pretty accurate, I guess. But it's just kind of different.
Yeah.
Not
Ooh,
bad,
the
though.
after.
What do you think about that aftertaste?
The aftertaste, something lingers, and
Is
it's
that
not
good or
it's
bad?
not a bad linger. It's
Yeah.
something's there, and I don't know. I dig it.
Cool. All right. Well, let's get started. One thing I did want to bring up is if you guys have suggestions for things you want talked about article-wise, feel free to PM that to us. And we do appreciate all the suggestions we got last time. We're going to try to implement a lot of those. And we're going to do this in segments. So I think first we're going to do the Newsblitz, then the cop section, then the kind of random article section, and then the cop section last. Save the angry one for last.
Yep. I think we can do that, yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, Newsblitz means we're just going to go through a bunch of articles really quickly.
Newsblitz!
Newsblitz. All right. Well, the first one we got here, 12-year-old. Do you want to switch off reading these, or how do you want to do this?
No, I mean, it doesn't matter.
Okay,
just go ahead.
We'll just figure it out. 12-year-old's green tea stand shut down in Massachusetts. We've been seeing these all over the country. Lemonade stands have been coming under fire from the government. They don't like when people don't follow their regulations.
Yeah.
There's really not much more to elaborate on other than that the poor kid's green tea stand was shut down.
Yeah, I think they got their priorities straight, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, screw tracking down criminals and all that good stuff.
Most wanted right here.
We got a problem loading page.
That's no good.
This was...
Maybe you had a little refresh button.
Oh, this was the harbor. This was the mosquito one. It may not refresh because the internet's screwing up now. But anyway, what happened? This was out of Warren in the Detroit area of Michigan. And what they were saying was basically that we'll put the link down below if you want to see it. They were saying basically that because they had I don't know if they had a West Nile case or a death, but they're the scare is coming back, and they're saying now we're going to have to crack down on puddles.
Yeah,
people have puddles in their property.
Mosquitoes just
yeah. And it's a $1,000 fine, so that's to protect people, not to another way of extorting people.
Yeah, so you just got a puddle.
Yeah.
The cops just come in hand with the fine and maybe bring a big old bag of sand or something and quickly fill up that puddle.
Something, I don't know.
Save the day.
About pools. You got a pool, watch out. You live in Michigan. California could be first state to ban foam containers. Thought that was of interest somewhat.
Yeah.
Not surprising at all. California is the first state to ban all kinds of dumb shit, except for pot.
Yeah. At least they got
pot's fine, but can't have foam.
You got one thing right. Yeah, so does it give any reason? Does it?
Because foam's bad for the environment and doesn't biodegrade. It's got to ban foam.
We put cheese on those omelets, and when we put the cheese on, it's really hot and bubbly, and it goes right through the biodegradable stuff. State expects this cost would more than double if the state requires them to use biodegradable carbon.
You know what? That greedy capitalist can just suck it.
Yeah.
His costs are going to double. We don't care about that.
What do we got next?
What do we got? Panel reveals new details of 1940s experiment, the whole Guatemala experiments thing that was going on in the 1940s. Presidential panel on Monday disclosed shocking new details of U.S. medical experiments done in Guatemala in the 1940s, including a decision to reinfect a dying woman in a syphilis study. There's all kinds of
syphilis
human experimentation going on in that time. I'm sure it still goes on here and there, but It's disgusting. And it's all for the greater good. Of course, there's always the mental justification used for it. I'm pretty sure none of those people would, for the greater good, subject themselves to that kind of experimentation.
Right.
But for other people, yeah, it's for the greater good, so we got to do it. I'm sure there's money involved and all that good stuff. Police officer indefinitely suspended due to wreck. This was the guy, I'm pretty sure that was going 80 miles per hour, a little joyriding, and crashed into two teenagers, killing both of them, I believe.
Oh.
18-year-old Yenny Lopez, 13-year-old Gloria Montoya. She related to Tony Montoya? Or is that? No, it's Tony Montana. Oh, okay.
Close enough.
Close enough. Inigo Montoya, that's who I'm thinking of from Princess Bride. Anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, they died from injuries in the crash. He's been indefinitely suspended. I'm pretty sure what would you and I get? Vehicular manslaughter at the very least?
Yeah, pretty serious stuff would be coming our way.
Yeah, I would think so. At least 30 years in prison you're looking at. But no, because he got a badge. I'm sure they'll say he was on an official. Actually, you know what? I think they said he wasn't even on his way to anything. Yeah, your call log shows you were not on call, nor were you en route to a call. You've admitted you took medication earlier in the day. Well, I didn't even see that. The effects of which could have played a factor in the accident, but they're just placing him on paid vacation. Former...
Yeah, go ahead and try to pronounce that one.
Tahalakwa officer charged in thefts from motorists.
Talikwa.
This guy looks like another hard ass here.
Oh, yeah.
This one actually looks kind of fucked up.
Goatee is like a staple. If you're a cop, chances are good you're going to have one.
If I saw that guy in the streets, I'd be like, that's definitely
That's a cop.
That's a cop.
He's undercover.
Yeah, for sure. Cherokee, what? What are you looking at?
He is accused of stealing $1,000 from Jose Raul on May 22nd, totaling $340. Yeah, I'm not
Who's he targeting here? Jose Raul Robledo, and also Hernandez, and also Jose Guadalupe.
Yeah,
this guy
some racial.
Yeah, they're taking our jobs. He's just taking some of his money back, man.
Hey,
it's only fair. Next. Family seeks answers after police shoot loved one. Which one is this? There's so many of them. It's hard to keep track. Oh, the autistic guy playing with the toy gun. Yeah. Demanding justice. Gunned him down.
Oh, wow.
Turned out to be a toy.
We already have over 20 witnesses saying that they didn't see him with any gun?
Really? Police, however, maintain... So is that just a complete lie? Later they said it was a toy gun. Police, however, maintain that someone calling 911 said Vasil had a gun. Obviously, if you see somebody with one, you gotta call. When you see a stranger with a gun, it's only logical to call in strangers with guns.
Yeah, he's probably got bad intentions, and
yeah.
Let's bring in the good guys.
Bring in the good guys. We got a bad guy here, folks. I like this one. They want him to release the photo of the gun. They say releasing the photo of the replica firearm is still being considered. They may and they may not. We don't know. I'd like to opt out of their services at this point. Oh, I guess I can't. Yeah. Next.
Yep.
I almost exited out. Shit. Officer in transgender shooting had prior alcohol run-ins. Listen to this one. D.C. officer accused of drunkenly shooting at transgendered people has been punished at least twice before for alcohol-related incidents, records and sources said. Charging documents released Monday described how Kenneth Furr crashed his Cadillac into another vehicle early Friday morning, stood on the hood of the victim's vehicle and shouted, "I'm going to kill all of you."
It's not funny. It's pretty... Yeah. It's barbarian. 0.15 alcohol.
One person suffered multiple gunshot wounds to the arm and hand. Others, too, were hurt in the attack. A 20-year veteran blew a .15 alcohol breath test machine after the shooting, nearly twice legal limit for drivers in D.C. So not only was he driving drunk, but he's just firing on people.
Yeah.
Just jumping on the hoods of people's cars, firing on them. He remains in charges of DWI and assault with a deadly weapon. His first court appearance scheduled for Tuesday. Allentown settles claim by man who tried to save David. Okay, basically what happened from what I read was that they don't really detail what happens in this article. I'm confused. One cop car crashes into another cop car. I think that's this one. And then it ends up hitting these people who are walking on the sidewalk, killing this little kid. And this guy tried to pull him out of the way, and he ended up having his legs crushed, so that's why he's in a wheelchair. So more just reckless behavior. It's not surprising to see reckless behavior from the cops, considering they have no liability. They have a lot less to lose from just doing incredibly reckless shit.
Yeah.
Totally over the top, like jumping on the hoods of people's cars and just firing shots into the car, getting drunk and doing that after driving. And
It's cowboys just running around, doing whatever they want.
Cowboy mentality. Veteran Jacksonville cop arrested on sex charges involving 2 girls. Just another case of, here's the guy right here. Looks like a real hard ass. You know, I wanted to do a study one time, my own little study, where I was going to drive around town and count. I was going to have like a population where I counted just regular people driving the cars to see how many had sunglasses on, and then count police cars, see how many of them were wearing sunglasses, and see if the cop population had a higher incidence of sunglass wearing. Especially on cloudy days. They still wear sunglasses. You see them out there.
You got to look the part, too.
You got to look the part, and he's got the mustache, of course, the tattoos, and the bulletproof vest on. I'm a big shot, damn it. Okay.
Drive my boat.
Drive my boat. Is that an unlicensed boat? Step out of the boat, sir. Veteran.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say? Veteran Jacksonville police officer remains in jail after being charged today with capital sexual battery and 6 counts of lewd and lascivious molestation on 2 girls. After the Department of Children and Families contacted police about allegations occurred in his home, one victim said she was forced to touch Cannon inappropriately. One victim is younger than 12, while the other is no older than 16.
No, it's charming.
Classy. Which should make people afraid, the fact that these people the cops could easily use their authority and have in past cases to abuse children, basically, into doing things like this. Like the authority figure says, you have to come with me. I mean, we're all worried about the guy driving by, offering candy, the typical or the stereotypical, like, I got candy, get in the car. Cop drives up, I'm a police officer, I have authority, and you need to get in the car. I mean, another example of how power just allows people to commit these acts. Nobody can do anything about it. Ex-White County deputy faces child porn charges. This guy actually had a room set up in his home specifically for making these sort of films. What does it say up here? Used a minor to engage in sexually explicit conduct for the purpose of producing a visual depiction of such conduct by means of a Nikon camera. Of course, this DHS guy is to say it in this long, drawn-out way. Just tell us what happened, buddy. That camera having been mailed, transported, and shipped in interstate and foreign commerce. Okay. Photographs of a 7-year-old female, 7 years old, engaged in sexually explicit conduct were taken in May of 2009. Only the best. We got another problem loading. I hate how it automatically refreshes. That really pisses me off. Couple seek policy change after police officer shoots pet cat. Basically, they lost their cat, and they were trying to find their cat. I guess some neighbor somewhere discovered the cat. Instead of trying to figure out maybe whose cat it was, assumed it was a stray and called the cops. Solution to everything, calling the strangers with guns. They'll solve the problem. They will have no personal responsibility to deal with it. And he shot the cat in the head, which I found to be a little bizarre. Our devastated police officers shot their cat in the head.
Execution style?
And they had to pull it out of the garbage can and see it with a bullet bullet hole in the head. Execution style on the cat. Because stray cats are so scary, such a dangerous society. They're a threat. They might bite someone.
Yeah.
Are you willing to take that risk? It's not like life is full of risks or anything.
Next.
Never did get the internet back, did we? Do you really want to be troubleshooting right now? Okay.
Probably not.
Let me try to look at that. All right, well, can't be that important.
Nope.
Did it come back?
Oh, something happened.
Oh, yeah, here we go.